Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today I'm gonna talk about disadvantages of homestay. So have anyone stayed host family or staying with host family now? Oh, it's not that many. Yeah, and there is a lot of disadvantage living with homestay family. So the first one thing, it costs a lot of money. For example, according of Komosan College website, there are two options for homestay, and one is with food, and then the next one is without food. And the first option with food costs $960 for 1 month, and then without food costs $700 for 1 month. Some people who are rich or wealthy people think, oh, that's really cheap, but I think most people think that's not cheap. This is a one real of homestay. And another point I like to make is all host families are not same. If you think this idea, you think, oh, that's of course everyone different, but it causes a trouble or some problem. Why? Because you maybe cannot have a good chemistry with homestay family. Even if you prefer to stay with homestay family who love to keep distance with international students, you don't have any choices. So you might be sent to like people too much strict or too much interfere host family. So that's the second thing. And one last thing is you absolutely need to follow the rules that homestay family make. So here's an example from my experience. I've changed 3 times I've changed host family 3 times, and the first host family has a lot of rules and they're so strict, and they're consisted of 50 years old host mothers and I think over 70 years old grandfathers. And my host father are already retired the job, and then my host mother was working as a nurse, and then so they're much older than me, and then therefore it's the time schedule of mine has a gap. And the most unacceptable thing is the dinner time. The dinner time was 5 o'clock. And can you imagine what is going to happen? So 5 o'clock, and then my school is finished around 3 o'clock. And then I was going to international school at the time, and then I don't have any homework at all. So everyone goes to downtown after school and then hang out, but I couldn't. And then I feel so lonely, and the host mother was so strict, so I was so stressful, and then I was cry every day. So in conclusion, homestay family is really important for study abroad. It has a huge influence to whether you can feel relaxed or feel uncomfortable. So if you or your children is gonna stay at host family, just be careful about them. Thank you for listening.